Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to a new video on the channel. So in today's video, guys, I actually have some pretty huge news to announce. So a couple of you guys may recall a while ago I made a video talking about how a new car brand was going to come to Greenville, and that car brand is actually Holden. Now Holden has somewhat existed in Greenville in the past. So for example, the Holden Commodore Ute that I'm currently driving actually has a Holden logo or in-game Holden logo on it. However, when this thing was still in-game, since it was recently taken off sale, it was still classified as a Chevy. You guys can even see right here, it still says Chevlon, which is basically the Chevrolet of Greenville, despite it having a different Holden logo. However, people didn't really know what this logo was meant to sort of represent up until now, basically, because if you go into future updates, you guys can see that a lot of new Holdens and HSVs as well, which I'll get into in a bit, have actually been announced. So first of all, we have some new Holden Commodore Sports wagons, and if we actually go into this image here and zoom in all the way into one of them, you guys can actually see that the logo here is actually identical to the one that I have here on my Ute. Even though the one on that image is very pixelated, you can still make it out to be the same. So that essentially confirms that this is a Holden logo for Greenville. And you guys will also notice that for the new HSVs that are coming to Greenville, which are basically just Holden special vehicles, so that but for basically more like modified version of Holden's kinda, they actually have their own dedicated logo as well, which I'm pretty sure isn't in Greenville at this current moment in time. And this is actually quite interesting in my opinion, because yeah, as I said earlier, in the past, all the Holdens in Greenville were actually branded as Chevys, even if they had Holden logos on them. Because for those of you guys who don't know, in Greenville, the Chevy logo actually looks like this, whereas the other Chevy Ute that's actually branded as a Chevy has the different Holden logo right here. And from my knowledge, the Holden logo was only used for vehicles that didn't exist in the US, so they essentially had to put a Holden logo on it. But for all the other ones like Chevy SS's and stuff, which are basically Holden Commodores in Australia, since that existed in the US under a Chevy brand name, they could basically put the Chevy logo on it. But it's actually really sick because also if you guys pay attention to the future up there here, it actually is branded as a Holden Commodore now, as you guys can see. And as you guys can see, it has its own brand name, which is Valley, which also matches up as the brand name at the back of this Holden Commodore Ute right here. And then the HSV versions of the Holdens are actually going to be branded as VSV, which I'm assuming just stands for Valley Special Vehicles. So yeah, it's pretty cool to be honest. And you guys may actually remember that last update, the new Chevy SS was actually added into Greenville, but this one was actually branded as a Chevy, of course. But now we are finally getting the actual Holdens. I know that a lot of people were worried for a bit that Greenville wasn't actually going to add Holden as a brand into the game, and a lot of people were just like speculating if they were going to still add Holdens but just brand them under Chevy. But I guess this basically confirms it, that now Holden is actually going to become its own standalone brand in this game, which is really cool in my opinion. And it's really nice to see that Holden is finally getting some love from the devs, since it was like just like a forgotten about brand in this game until now. But yeah, so tell me what you guys think about this in the comments below, and if you guys are really excited to see this. But yeah, anyways, see you later guys, and goodbye.